This video claims that this YouTube Shorts channel is making up to $41,000 a month, but it's not what you think. You're led to believe that making YouTube Shorts can be a cash cow just like any long-form YouTube channel. But after looking into the channel that he uses to hook your attention, I realized that this channel is actually not even monetized. He misleads you further by using wildly inflated numbers like $41,000 per month, because in reality, even if this channel was monetized, the channel would only be making about $480 per month. I know this because I own a YouTube Shorts channel that is monetized, and I only get paid about 8 cents per every 1,000 views. Every other YouTube Shorts creator that I've spoken to makes about the same. It made me realize that many of these videos going viral twist the facts in order to get more views from people like you and me. So in this video, I'm going to expose the dark truth about YouTube Shorts once and for all. I'll tell you what happened to myself and so many other short form creators that had to learn this the hard way. That way, you don't waste your time, money, energy, self-esteem. All right, I think you get the point. Last year, I started a new YouTube channel. If you want to know my intentions for starting a new channel, the answer was simple: to secure the bag. I knew how much money that YouTubers were making, and I wanted in. At the time, I kept hearing about how YouTube Shorts was the future of content, and after seeing the rise of TikTok and Instagram Reels, I came up with a brilliant plan. I would upload long-form content a couple times a week, and then I would try to post shorts every day. My thought process was that as long as I was posting about the same topics on long form and short form, my channel would grow an audience of people who are all interested in the same thing. I would be getting double the views from shorts and long form content, and I'd be able to start cashing checks from YouTube in no time. But this was my first big mistake. And by the way, if you saw my other video about this, trust me, you want to stick around because something crazy happened, and I'll explain more towards the end. So I uploaded my first long form video and got a whopping 19 views in my first week. My shorts, on the other hand, were getting a lot more traction. One of the first videos actually got a few thousand views, which was really encouraging. But I knew that long form content would ultimately produce more AdSense revenue, so I got really focused on the long form content. I spent weeks editing that first video with captions, hooks, a title, a thumbnail, and finally I got my big break. One of my first long form videos took off and got 120,000 views. My CPM ended up being over $10, so if I had been monetized, I would have made about $1,000 from this video. During that same week, one of my YouTube Shorts blew up and got a couple million views and a few hundred subscribers. Obviously, I was really excited. I started imagining my rise to YouTuber stardom and even had a dream of knocking out Jake Paul. But then, my dream was interrupted by this realization: I could shortcut my channel to monetization with YouTube Shorts. See, it's far easier to reach the monetization thresholds with shorts than it is for long-form content. I figured that if I focused a majority of my time making amazing YouTube Shorts, then I would get monetized in just a few weeks. Then, as soon as I got monetized, I could flip the channel back into a long-form content powerhouse and start cashing checks. So I studied what went viral on Shorts and realized that it had captions, jump cuts, animations, background music, and sound effects. So I spent more time in the editing room hoping that this would all pay off. I uploaded a few videos and bang, a couple more of my YouTube Shorts went crazy viral, and I got approved for monetization within just 60 days. My plan was working perfectly, and I thought that I was on my way to the YouTube Hall of Fame and escaping the rat race, but this is where things take a drastic turn. As soon as I was monetized, I started refocusing on long-form content again, and no matter what I tried, I couldn't get more than a few thousand views. It didn't make sense. My thumbnails were fine because my CTR was above 10%. I was writing quality scripts with good hooks. The music and editing were better than any other channels in my niche, but then I discovered one very important stat that was absolutely destroying me: average view duration. My AVD was terrible, and when I say terrible, I mean like 20% of the video. Like I said, I was putting genuine effort like I do into getting all of my online business ventures off the ground, but that was when I realized what the problem was. It actually had nothing to do with my content. The problem was my audience. The subs that came from my YouTube Shorts would end up only watching a few seconds of my long-form content. Even when I tried to make long-form content more engaging with captions, jump cuts, editing, none of it worked. This is because the people who subscribed from YouTube Shorts had shorter attention spans and only subbed to consume more short-form content. When you upload on YouTube, the algorithm first shows your content to a small group to see how they respond. If a majority of those people watch your video all the way through and they leave comments, then YouTube's algorithm notices and it'll push your video to a larger audience. But if your own subscribers don't watch or only watch a small portion of your video, then the YouTube algorithm thinks that your video sucks. And as a result, YouTube stops pushing the video to a larger audience, leaving you on a lonely island with no views. So if you decide to post both shorts and long-form content, then you're basically attracting two different types of audiences. One audience that has a 30-second attention span and another who has a 10-minute attention span. Viewers who are scrolling YouTube Shorts are looking for quick hits of dopamine. Their intentions are drastically different from someone who's on YouTube to watch long-form content. YouTube Shorts are about entertainment, cheap dopamine, and consumption, and then they just scroll on to the next one on their feed. And only a small fraction of people who do subscribe from YouTube Shorts would end up watching your long-form content. And as we all know, if your own subscribers don't watch your videos, then YouTube's algorithm will think your video sucks. But I'm not the only creator who this sob story happened to. This guy with 3 million subs had the same issue. And this guy with 1 million subs said, quote, "Short subscribers mean nothing when posted on long-form content." And I have first-hand accounts from hundreds of more examples. If we look at some of the most successful shorts creators like MD Motivator, who literally gets billions of views, we can see that his long-form videos don't even come close to getting the same amount of engagement. In fact, it's so bad that he doesn't even bother uploading them anymore. On the other side of the coin, Mr. Beast, the best YouTuber in the game who gets billions of views on his long-form content, gave up on posting YouTube Shorts after just uploading 31 of them. After coming to this conclusion, it made me wonder why so many channels are promoting YouTube Shorts so heavily without giving you any warning or disclaimer about the potential risks. Most of the YouTube channels that are promoting YouTube Shorts don't actually use them on their own channels. Most of these channels are creating their videos for the same reason that 99% of YouTubers do, to secure the bag. They're fully aware that Shorts would hurt their own channel, but they aren't willing to share that information with you. But I also want to be clear, I'm not saying that YouTube Shorts are always a bad thing and that you should never post them. What I am saying is that if I could go back in time, I would decide between building a YouTube Shorts channel or a long-form content channel, and I would stick with it. Because if you try to do both from scratch, then you're gonna self-sabotage and end up with the same issue as me. I do hope that YouTube eventually figures this problem out, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on what I'm seeing from my end. The first time I made a video about this, it became my most viral video ever. But then this happened. Look at that flatline. That is so not normal for a long-form YouTube video. I reached out to YouTube support, but they assured me that nothing was wrong. So to me, it kind of felt like they didn't want this information out there. But today, I woke up ready for war and figured, screw it. Let's risk it all, because you guys deserve to know about stuff like this, and I wish I had known earlier. Also, for some niches who do already have an audience built from long-form content, YouTube Shorts can be a great way to stay in front of your audience on a daily basis. And for anyone who is considering starting a YouTube Shorts channel, they can be wildly profitable for the amount of time that they take to run. I've personally made thousands of dollars from my own YouTube Shorts channel, and I definitely don't want to discourage anyone from starting one if that's their goal. The only point that I'm trying to make here is that creators can get themselves into trouble when they try to mix shorts and long-form together. So hopefully this video has helped you become more aware of how all this works, because I wish someone would have shared this with me before I wasted a bunch of time.